Today we're going to be talking about why Graal Era lost 80% of its player base. Oh my goodness. This video is by a YouTuber named Rushy. I highly suggest you go check out his channel. I'm going to press subscribe right here. And let's get into this.
For being the most popular game in a mobile platform, for having a lot of unique items in game.
Jeez.
Today we will discuss how did Graal Era fall from grace.
Graal Era's fall from grace.
Well, hello there, I'm back again. Today we're discussing, is this game, Graal Era, still living to this day of 2021?
I'll turn this down.
Well, I don't know where to discuss due to the fact that the constant remote of Graal Era and the population of this game literally dropped down to zero. Back in the day, 5,000 players are always online, and of course the lag always happened. Yes, the map lag, we know that.
I remember back in the day when 5,000 players or somewhere around there were playing at all times. Start was like psychotic. Same with like the hospital, especially with like the Spanish speaking players. I went crazy.
We know this. If you don't know Graal Era is basically a MMORPG open world MOBA sandbox. Yeah, it's a sandbox. I don't know if this is called an MMO because I mean, if you consider gunfighting an MMO, yeah, maybe. But yeah, Graal Era is this game that basically was released way back in Android devices, like 2012 ago, 2010, I forgot. I think it's 2012. The Android games back then. This is basically the best game.
Where are my 2012 players at? The OGs, as we like to call them. Those were the days, man. No stress about anything in life except how much kills you had in game and all that stuff. You let it go to school, come home, and play Graal. Actually, let's be real. The big stress about Graal Era back in 2012 was having like a ton of hours. Everybody just AFK'd hours. Let's be real.
Game that you can ever play, averaging around 5,000 players. What's happening to this game now? It dropped, significantly dropped. Lost around almost 3,500 players. Oh my gosh. Now what happened to this game? What happened? What really happened?
Yeah, who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him? It's at like 1,200, 1,000 players right now. But I think it's steadily increasing. Kind of depends on the time zone. But hey, I mean, it's not dead. Right?
What happened to this game? Why is this game like so boosted right now? Why is this game like dead? Is this game has a chance to redeem itself? Well, yes. To be fair, sorry for the Discord, but to be fair, it has a chance to redeem itself. Okay,
it's true.
Yes, it has a chance to redeem itself. However, let's go to the pros and cons. I mean, let's go to the things that why Graal Era is no longer the game that you always played.
Let's do it. Outdated servers. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely hard when you get a lot of people on, especially for like free EC, and it's just lag. But this isn't like a developer problem. This isn't all that stuff. Servers just need to be updated, and we'll see what happens. Maybe there's a chance.
The fact that this Graal Era game is very outdated. The fact that the last update that this game has in the server was 2015. Yes, this runs in an Asian, very old server, or back at the time. Graal Era wasn't that much of a, a game that will immediately upgrade its servers to the max and catch up to the newer trend. Graal Era does catch up to the newest trend with their VIPs. However, Graal Era...
Okay, also with the servers, I actually don't know. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. But like, I feel like, I don't know, maybe the upgraded servers, like how much is that? That has to be kind of expensive, right? Like, to keep the servers going, especially upgrading to like way better servers, that's gotta be pretty expensive. No?
Does not really catch up on their servers because the server is already damn dead. Well, the Graal Era server still runs to this day as a Facebook, an Asian server from the Facebook games timeline. If you don't know the Facebook games timeline, it's basically the game Facebook games where we always play when we were a kid. Yes, this game is also a Facebook game, but
I didn't play Graal or like Facebook games. Is that just me? Like I don't know what it is, but like I hardly knew Growl was associated with Facebook beside the Facebook building. Like I never played it on Facebook. I don't know. Maybe I'm just unique. I guess.
It's now removed from Facebook because Adobe Flash was removed, but yeah, bad time. But Graal Era wasn't exactly the game that should be upgrading every single day. And yes, it received constant updates on items, but no, the server is still the server that you still play in back in 2012. Yes, if you want to feel nostalgic, play this game. Yes, it's a pretty self-explanatory game, to be honest. Not really that much good. If you
Also, this server, this video is going to be kind of different because this was made 1 year ago. Oh my gosh, it's kind of tough. I don't know how I was so late to this video, but 1 year ago, a lot has changed in a year.
are looking for a game that is so long, but yeah, this is the type of game that you should be playing by removing some to kill some time, if you're that's what people call
events. Ooh, let's dive into the events section.
Events on this game. Sure, there are some admins in this server that always host events. However, the events are no more longer the most favorable thing in this game. It's a very grindy game. Yes, they give you option of getting money in the game. Yes, it's a grindy game, of course. It should have. There's some jobs here, but the events here is rather.
This could be one of the grindiest games I've ever played. Like straight up. That's saying stuff, because like I feel like every game you can grind for like a certain object or a certain objective, but like this game, like there's just a million different things to grind for. So I agree with Rushy here. This is a really, really grindy game.
Dead, because the events here is repetitive and quite boring nowadays. The events, usually if you want to play events, an admin will message you, and they won't exactly force you to play events, but yeah, the events here is basically race, chance, team, and skill. So
no, it's team, and maybe a chance. That's like the average events on Graal. It's just easier. I mean, when I hosted events, obviously I was still newer to hosting. Like the team ones were a lot easier to host, and people were wanting it. Like if let's say you hosted a race, and there's like let's say 200 people in the room. I would say probably like 40 people rush to race and everyone else sits team. Like people would protest whenever you don't do team. So I don't blame admins for not picking other events as much. Chance is pretty good too.
Race one is basically you'll race to a destination and grab the star. The ones who first grab the star will win the star. The chance one is basically depending on your luck. So it's a luck-based game. The team one is basically capture the flag.
Yeah.
So on. Skill one is basically, I don't know. I have never tried skill, but maybe it's sparring. But yeah, there's also Plasma Corps. Plasma Corps is basically the best event that they ever did, because you can get a lot of good cosmetics. I'll show you what. Here in Plasma Corps, you can actually grind very hard.
Man, if you ever watch this, man, you got to reset your cache, because things are not loading in. I've been there and it is so frustrating.
And it's very rewarding.
Also depends on your browser that you're using. I use Brave, and Brave runs Graal pretty well.
To sub players, you can get the gas mask for 250 plasma coins. Basically, when the Plasma Corps event is basically deathmatch. When you kill someone, you get coins. So if there's a double event coin, make sure to go to Plasma Corps deathmatch, basically, because they give you the best amount of coins to be able to deal with.
Yeah,
it's very cool. And you can actually spend a decent amount of plasma coins here and get a good gas mask. True. It's much more better than buying it from for Graal money. Basically, I got this gas mask as well for 250. It's a limited edition one. And yes, the weapons here offers a lot. So basically,
the events, I'm the worst. The items, like the rewards for Plasma, are like top tier. They look so cool.
The event from Plasma Corps beat the event originally from Graal, because the items from the event shop no longer cannot compare to items from the Plasma Corps.
I could agree. Admin/mods interactions. Ooh.
Another factor of why it's losing.
Let me just take a guess here, okay? Admins don't talk to people, and admins are rude. I'm assuming he's gonna say that. Let's see.
A lot of players is basically
Very
player
broad.
interactions. Mods nowadays doesn't interact that much
Yep.
to player. But back in the day, mods actually interact to players. Literally
Yeah.
interact with players. Mods are always on point. They're always there, and you contact them. They will always message.
Hold up, he missed that bottle. Am I tripping?
Always,
Right here, look.
On point. They're always
He missed it.
there, and you contact them. They will always message you sometimes. But
sad.
today, nowadays, mod doesn't even care about you. They're just doing what they're doing. Yes,
Yeah.
you can be a mod if you wanted to, but it's a lot of complicated measurement to even be a part of the mod team. However, Graal era moderators are no longer the mods that we know and love. Homeless Witch, our favorite mod, decided to quit Graal era for good. So yes, there's no more Homeless Witch event like its birthday. Back in the day, in her birthday, you can actually get a shield for a very cheap price. Nowadays, it costs a lot in trade tables. You can also get a hat in the birthday event of the mods.
It costs a lot in trade tables, and it's impossible to sell. I have like 30, I swear. Sad.
This time, mods in Graal era doesn't interact with players nowadays. They basically just do it.
Let me jump on the defense a little bit. No, this isn't like me trying to like ultra defend staff and stuff like that, because there is a huge difference from like 2014 till now from like the staff. But the problem is, and just being a staff member made me kind of relook my views, because when I first came back to Graal, like you can go watch the podcasts Pinky and I did at first. Like I talked about that so much. It just felt like there was such a big divide between the players and the staff members when before there wasn't. So it kind of was annoying to me. And then like a year and a half later, I became a staff member. I'm not currently, but I became one. And I realized why. I mean, I talk to people all the time, but like basically there's just a lot to do as a staff member, like a ton to do. And what you have to do takes a little bit longer than it used to. So it's hard. Plus, staff get in like unmeasurable amounts of harassment. But, the staff members who go out of their way to talk to people, kudos to them. But yeah, I guess that's kind of like my defense a little bit. Some staff probably should talk a little bit more, but I mean, who am I to judge?
Events and that's so on. They won't go in and have fun with other players. They just don't care about the game at all. And sometimes they're total assholes and just ban you if you just question them. So yeah, they need to fix moderating this game.
Unique items, okay.
Graal era is known for a game with unique items. Yes. It's very unique. There's a lot of unique items in this game.
Yes, agreed.
For instance, have a motorcycle that drives in the streets of Era, which is actually pretty fast. Or you can get the VIP items in this game, which is basically really cool stuff that you get every month if you subscribe for using 7,500 Graalas. Actually, I got this VIP. It's called the Bat Vampire Cape.
Love it.
Turns you into a bat and turns you invisible, which is really cool. To be perfectly honest, if Graal Toonsland decided to make this game they put a lot of unique items for this game that is easier to get. I mean, hard, but not that hard to get. A lot of players will literally grind for that item, which is really cool. To be honest,
I'm wondering what he's trying to say, because like I can agree and disagree. I can agree in the sense of like these unique items would be really cool for like players to get easily. But at the same time, they can't be like so unique and stuff that like they're overpowered. I think that's what VIP did really well. I'm going to be talking about that in another day on why seasonal VIP is here. I won't spoil that video, but yeah, I mean, it would be cool to have like more unique stuff for players, especially newer players. I think that is a huge focal point.
Graal Era loses its touch. It's decided to make VIPs now. Yeah, there's a lot of VIPs here. There's some good VIPs and there's a lot of VIPs. So basically, buying VIP is a 50-50% chance of like getting an item or getting good item. But yeah, that's how Graal Era works nowadays. They usually rely much on their player base, on what do the players want. However, these are the Graal YouTubers that actually quit it. This one
OGs.
I know, Donuts, I forgot his name, London Donuts. The guy quitted Graal. Very sad. But anyway, yeah, this is in general speaking, the Graal Era community is rather not rising. It's stable. There's some new players, there's some other players who quit. Graal Era doesn't really rely too much on attracting players now. They basically just words of mouth. If your friend played this game, he invited you.
True. I don't know, honestly, I don't know how much advertisements were there back then, like 2014 and below or before, but that was like a huge thing for this game. You started playing this game when you were younger, and you just told your friends, and then their friends told their friends. Like, it was literally, I said this before, it's like literally like a virus. Like, the word of Graal spread like crazy, and yeah, so I remember those days. I do.
And yeah, they will play this game and probably give you more shells and make you rich in this game. However, Graal nowadays doesn't rely much on attracting new players. There's no ads for Graal Era. There's no nothing when you're a Graal Era. Basically, this game is basically just word of mouth, or maybe you're just passing by on the Play Store and found this game.
Yeah.
It's not too bad to try this game out. This game is still pretty fun in 2021. However, it won't deliver the same fun that you had back in the day, because Graal Era is rather outdated.
2021. So technically, this is almost 2 years old. I'm so behind. I'm sorry, guys.
Right now, there's a lot of games that already contest Graal Era, Growtopia, but yeah, you get the point. They're both dying. But anyway, Graal Era is still pretty fun if you still want to try it out, but it won't be the same fun that you will have when you play this game way back in the 2010 or 12 era. This game is basically rather still not dead. It's not dead. I'm telling you, it's not dead. A dead
you heard it here.
There's no one playing the game.
Oh my gosh, Rushy, you are the GOAT for that. Guys, you gotta listen to Rushy here. A game is not dead till it has absolute 0 players. So Graal's not dead. Guys, go check out Rushy. He's a YouTuber who posts stuff like this. And this video is great. It's kind of fun hearing a different kind of perspective on this game, and I like this video. So yeah, go check out Rushy. Drop him a sub. Drop a like on this video and all of his videos. And anyways, yeah, that is why Graal Era lost 80% of its players. So sad. Anyways, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Hope you have a wonderful day. If you haven't already, press that sub button to myself as well. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.